We are now seated with Vickey, who also had a gastric plication, and Vickey is a nurse actually in the United States. And how long have you been a nurse over there?
I'm closing in on 10 years now.
10 years, okay. What is your overall feeling with your procedure, the gastric plication, so far?
It is exactly what I want.
Okay.
I looked through and I checked out all the various type of surgeries there are, and I knew what I wanted, and that's what I got.
Excellent. Can you tell me a little about any barriers that you might have had with your physicians, nursing staff, or drivers that you encountered at your time here?
Yes, every single barrier I had was self-made.
Okay.
So it was a wonderful experience. I actually have 3 jobs, and so them getting hold of me is difficult. So I relied heavily on my sister, and I knew what I wanted, to ask, and I was amazed at the patience that you guys had. So, as well as my sister in handling it, because I'm just not easy to catch.
Okay. And were your questions answered thoroughly from the time we first contacted you to when you arrived in Tijuana and after surgery?
Absolutely, 100%. And anything that new came up, you guys rolled with the flow on that, and were able to answer any things that came up along the way too.
Okay. And can you comment a little about the time leading towards the surgery? Did you feel we gave you adequate diet instructions and any other instructions that might affect the outcome of the surgery?
More than adequate. I kind of knew what I was going to need to do anyways because of my background, and it went right along with what I was expecting, so no surprises.
Okay. And can you also tell me about your feelings about the safety and security when you were roaming the streets of the city and your cab rides?
And I was roaming the streets. We were up late every now and then, and looking for, like a bottle of water if we wanted something specific, or something that we had failed to pack. And we were roaming the city in the dark, and we're 100% safe. I have no qualms whatsoever coming down here again.
Okay.
So.
And what did you feel are the advantages of having your procedure done here?
I would have to say that the sheer quantity of time that you get from any of the personnel, from the bottom to the top and vice versa. So as a nurse, I take care of 48 residents. When I was working in the hospital, my time was equally tight. I would take care of 6 patients and be the charge nurse of every nurse on the floor, every aide on the floor, and my time with any resident or patient is so limited. And here I have the luxury of having somebody available, one even at nighttime, 1 nurse, 3 patients. What a luxury.
Okay.
I would love to be able to do that in the States.
Great to hear. So do you feel economically you got your money's worth for your whole procedure and the extras?
This is probably more than a 3 for.
Yeah.
So if we'd been stateside, we would have not gotten anywhere near what we got here.
Okay. Did you feel the health care was lower, better, or about the same as in the United States?
I would say better just because of the one-on-one time. So, and healthcare. The other thing I would have to say is how you guys rolled with the flow, and what people need to realize is that you guys discovered things and you fixed it as you went. It's not like, oh, everything must stop. You dealt with 2 hiatal hernias. You dealt with a revision, which was, in the stateside, was being classified as an emergency revision. And it wasn't even a revision, it was a removal, And you dealt with diabetes, you dealt with high blood pressure, and he just flowed with all of it. I actually think that the healthcare was superior.
It's good to hear. And do you have any comments regarding the hospital you had the surgery at? Was it clean enough? Was it sanitary?
It was clean enough, it was sanitary enough, the toilets flushed. Nothing was decorative, it all functioned. The equipment was top-notch. So anything that I would have expected to see in the hospital in the stateside, I saw there. So, you know, anything that was needed was there.
It's great to hear, Vickey. And can you comment about your experience as a whole at BajaMed from the moment you arrived to this point, your general feeling?
I felt safe, taken care of, and at all times felt like any concern I had was addressed.
Excellent. And lastly, would you recommend our services to family or friends?
Well, I would definitely recommend to friends, but I would come with my family.
Okay.
And when I'm talking about family, I'm not talking cousins.
Okay.
I am talking about my immediate relatives.
Okay.
And if I bring them and come back myself, then that's the best there is.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, Vickey. We hope you go back on the road to being a healthier you, and hope to see you back here soon.
You will.